and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki. If you don't already know me, I live in the internet, and living in the internet, I have met all kinds of wild people that tell me all kinds of wild things. So today I thought I would sit down and I would share some of the craziest fetishes that I have ever heard of. Before we get started, cheers. Go ahead and like this video, and if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to be friends with you. So getting right into it, I feel like a foot fetish is a pretty common fetish that people have heard of. But have you ever heard of a foot fetish with socks involved? I'm talking tight, little tiny socks on your feet for a foot job. And I just want you to sit here for a minute and I want you to picture what that would be like. Like, there's no slippery anything. It's just dry cotton and spandex. Also, with the whole sock foot fetish thing, sock foot job, socks on your feet, touching you, that was the fetish. He also really likes when you wear those like little tiny socks that you would wear like with ballet flats, the ones that just barely cover your toes and go around the back of your heel. He likes to be like in between the sock and the sole. So if you can imagine just like that dry sock on one side and then a nice wrinkly sole on the other. Okay, for the second fetish. Have you ever just really wanted to be with a magazine? I don't mean like, oh, I love magazines, I'm gonna go get a magazine. No, I mean like you want your partner to pretend to be a magazine. Just embody everything that a magazine is. What does that even look like? What does it mean to embody a magazine? I'm just gonna share it with you because I have been a magazine before, believe it or not. So magazines are shiny and they are still. They don't move. It's just a picture. So I got all oiled up from like neck down. The more oil, the better, because that creates that shiny look. And then I had to freeze. So I was like pretending I was doing a photo shoot, but then don't move. And just stay there until he's like, okay, different pose. And then you pretend like you're a different page of the magazine. And you don't move. And apparently, that does the trick for some people. The third fetish that I have encountered that I thought was kind of out there. By the way, I think about this one kind of frequently. If you are watching this video and this is your fetish, just know that I think of you often and I have very fond memories being your ninja. That being said, I encountered somebody who has ninja fetish. What that means is like getting in like a cat suit or something really tight. Catwoman is like a really just easy, black, plain cat suit to get into, but you're not Catwoman, you're a ninja, and you are on a ninja mission. The exciting part of your ninja mission is that a computer or a robot is following you, and this robot is really strong. So for this fetish, he wanted like an action movie, role play, rolling around. It would be like ninja moves of, okay, here's the mission. Are you ready? And you'd be like, yes, I'm ready for the mission. And then they would say, okay, I need you to start on the left side of the room. I need you to crouch down really low so no one can see you. Very stealth. And then I'm gonna need you to roll across the center of the floor and then spring up on your legs really fast. And then you do that step of the mission and you would get either a good job, that's complete, moving on to the next step. Or you get feedback of, okay, I'm gonna need you to roll a little bit faster and I'm gonna need you to spring up on your feet a little bit quicker. Or, you know, the roll was a little bit too fast. Let's just roll really slow, but then bounce up on your feet really quick. And the really exciting part of this fetish is that inevitably, by the end of it, this computer just lifts you off the ground by your behind and has a good time. Can you imagine, how do you lift yourself? I mean, you just have to start levitating. If you didn't know, one of my secret powers is I can magically levitate to complete a ninja mission. All right, those are some of the 3 craziest fetishes that I have ever encountered on the internet. I'm curious if you have a fetish. Actually, scrap that. Do not tell me your fetishes on YouTube. Please don't tell me your fetishes on YouTube. If you would like to find me around and you want to talk about your fetishes, I would love to talk to you and get to know you one-on-one. Also, if you would be interested in hearing what my fetishes are, let me know in the comments and maybe we can do that in a future video. I'll see you later. Some of the craziest fetishes that I have ever heard of. Why did you say weird?